Mr. Gregory, what happens to the people when they lose all this weight, all that skin, that excess skin?
Yeah,
what do you do with it?
We never had this before. What we're doing, we walking them. I can go for myself and my wife. I weighed 300 pounds at one time. I went from 298 pounds to 95 pounds in 40 days. I got rid of mine by walking, by moving. No exercise at that time. We don't know what's going to happen with him yet. We really don't know. We walking him. We fixing to move him now into like 5 or 6 miles a day. And we don't know. I've never had this before.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for Judy. When you took your binges, did you feel guilty, and do you think that's...
No, I have learned not to feel guilty about a binge. I'm human.
Like, what is a binge? What's a binge?
Well, it varies from having a little bit too much to going off the deep end.
Well, like, what makes you nuts? I mean, what is your liquor, so to speak?
What's my main difficult
Yeah, your compulsion.
I could zero in on it, but I don't believe in talking. You know, what I'm saying is that there's somebody out there watching us on TV who isn't even thinking about food. I'm going to mention a specific food, and they're going to be off to the fridge. I can tell you that it's a cold item. How's that?
I'd like to address my questions to Dick Gregory.
Yes, ma'am.
I have just started your diet, and I find I have a problem with the water, drinking the water when I'm out.
Yes.
I'm all right with it, you know, on my job, at home, but I can't maintain that water.
How much water do you have to drink?
That takes a minimum. With no diet, the human body needs a minimum of 8 ounces of water a day. That's
Well,
a
8
universal.
ounces, you can swing that.
8 ounces.
Eight. That's a minimum.
8.
That's a minimum.
You're Dr. Stillman.
Hey, you want to take a
You
break?
see, but Dr. Stillman notwithstanding, he's right. The body does need water. Water is the oil of the human body. You don't
It's usually the
drive
first
your...
thing you lose anyway, isn't it?
And it's a
That's right.
diuretic. The
And
more water
when
you put in, the more
Judy
flush it
talks
out.
about losing 20 pounds in 2 weeks, if you do it mathematically, a pound of fat is 3,500 calories. To lose 20 pounds, you have to have a caloric deficit of 5,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
Now, you know you're not losing fat. You're losing water, and which has no calories, and you're losing protein.
Yeah.
Because this is a very low-protein diet. I would think it's a dangerously low-protein diet. It was designed for people in kidney failure who can't handle any protein.
I would point out that over half the world's population gets their protein from grains,
As the
most
Chinese, huh?
particularly rice.
Yeah.
You know?
If you joined us late, hold this microphone up here for me. This is the bubble that is deflated. I just want to review this with you. As you can see, I went to medical school, so I obviously know what I'm talking about. It's deflated, inserted orally after a mild sedative, no incision, into the stomach, and then it's inflated, and obviously you have a diminished capacity. I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Right.
What we didn't really get into, Dr. Garren, is the behavior mod. Like, what do you do?
Right. These patients are actually put into usually group therapy and in some cases individual therapy to find out why they overeat compared to their energy expenditure, to find what it is that motivates an eating or an automatic eating pattern. Very often these patients are automatic eaters. They're not eating in response to being hungry.
But if you're going to commit yourself to that kind of program, maybe you don't need the bubble.
Well, these are patients who have already tried to stay in this program and have been unsuccessful. Very often patients become depressed when they feel that they're going on a diet, or they've become introspective in behavior modification programs, and they're focused so much in on how much weight are they losing a week that it distracts. They're not able to stay in behavioral modification programs long enough to get the results.
Over here.
The bubble allows them to stay in a program long enough so that they can see the results.
I have a lot of energy out here. Yes, ma'am.
I think Ms. Brody's plan is great, except that the other three guests are talking about people who are extremely obese, people who are 50% or more of their body weight.
Yeah.
You said your husband unintentionally went on your diet, or your eating plan,
much time frame.
and 25 pounds over a year. These people who are 400, 600 pounds.
Who do you think is buying the rice diet? Who do you think is buying the formulas?
Chinese is buying the rice. We know that. Serious?
You're saying people who are not severely obese.
Most of the people who succumb to these diet fads are not severely obese. They're people who have, and Judy outlines a program for people who have 10 to 30 pounds to lose, as well as people who have 100 to 300 pounds
I
to
don't
lose.
want anyone to lose enthusiasm, but do you have any idea how many questions we have out here? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Dick, I know about protein, nutrition. When can I come to your clinic?
When we get the fat man down.
Let me say that if this is a familiar face, there's a reason. This is a historic figure who's been on our program before. Let me just say that her father got fed up going past the school to go to another school in Topeka, Kansas. This is Linda Brown. Brown versus the Board of Education, 1954. Separate but equal. And guess what else? Linda was thinner the last time she was here. So what's going on, Linda?
That's right. I got fed up with gaining the weight, got in touch with Dick. We met on Valentine's Day. I started the formula. I was 340 pounds at that time. Wow. I'm down to 309 now, and I tell you, it does work.
Yeah. Isn't it boring?
No, because your energy level is so high, you feel so good taking the formula until it's not boring at all.
All right, let me look, listen, what? It's got to be blended, yeah. Really, I don't have any stock in this, but this is America. Listen, if you're not selling something, you're missing it. Here it is, Slim Safe Bohemian Diet. This is Dick Gregory's thing. How much for this?
It cost $19.95.
Boy, you weren't born yesterday, were you?
Please.
How many calories in one shot of this? I noticed you put, what does this do? The bananas dress it up, huh?
Yeah, one shot of that, you get about 200.
Is this ready to go?
200, 300. Depends how much fruit you put in. You have to blend it.
Yeah, shall I put it on whip, puree, crumb?
Hold the lid. Hold
what?
the lid.
Hold the lid.
Or you put
I
it
have
on
to wait,
soup.
it's not plugged in? It's not, is it? All right, what do I hit?
Try it before you plug it in. The diet might make it
I'm
work
going to
like
hit wet. Right?
Yeah, that's fine. Fantastic.
All right.
That's good. That's fine.
I feel like Richard Simmons.
Fantastic.
All right, where's the glass? How much of that stuff in the can you got to put in here?
1 ounce. It's a scoop that comes with it. You put 1 ounce in it.
And how many calories in this thing? How do you...
You're dealing with... Oh, yeah.
All right, all right. It's not my line of work.
Now, that'll give you there what...
Just a joke. It's a joke. I'm going to need an escort out of here. All right, here we go.
But what you have there, you're looking at, when you fill that up, you're looking at about 350 calories.
Really?
But all
I
of
can
it...
make you a delicious meal for 350 calories. I can...
What's the
That's
matter,
real
Jane?
food
Come on.
that you wouldn't be embarrassed to eat with your friends. That you wouldn't have to take a reverse doggy bag to the restaurant.
Here's the, here's the, can you see this? It looks like malt. It looks like malt. No, I don't want to put that in my mouth. There it is. Good shot, guys. All right, here we go. Behind. No. It is good. It's good.
It tastes
bananas, strawberries, and this stuff.
And that's
Yeah, but
And
bananas,
water?
strawberries, and yogurt taste wonderful, too, if you whip it up in the blender.
It depends if you want to put cholesterol in the body.
What's the liquid
I have
in
something here that has no animal, no cholesterol, no all. Now, you have a book there.
There's also calcium in that yogurt.
There's a book here that you have that I could go with the back of it and give it to my children. But when you get to the meat part, they don't have it in my house. Now, I'm not going to throw your book out. There's some people out there that want meat. I wouldn't permit it in my body because I love my body too much. But there are some recipes in the back of your book that is fabulous. There's a whole lot of people that need this, that need her, that need this. What we're saying is, I went from 4 packs of cigarettes a day to none. Now, I'm going to challenge everybody because I had a God force in me, which I got from the civil rights movement, to do that. There's a whole lot of people out there that will die next year because they can't do it. I was drinking a 5th of scotch every day. I went from a 5th of scotch to none. That's fine, but there's so many people that need a crutch. This is a crutch, this is a crutch, and what you have is a crutch.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
What a sight, what a night, what a fabulous day. What a pleasure to see, whatever you like, where else could you be? What more can you say?
phone service. Once you had no choice, but now you have a lot. Which one's right? U.S. Telecom, because we'll save you more than MCI, and we'll save you up to 40% more than AT&T. With this guarantee, if you're not satisfied, we'll switch you back to AT&T free. U.S. Telecom, it's guaranteed. Call 1-800-531-1986. U.S. Telecom, the right price.
There's no mountain too high, no valley too low, no river too wide to keep Foodland's hotspot hooking from finding great buys like Ragu spaghetti sauce, a 3-pound jar, just $1.79. Bounty jumbo towels are only 69 cents each, and frozen Gagliardi Golden Crisp, choose chicken or beef for just $2.39. And Foodland is the proud sponsor of 2 miles in Hands Across America. Details coming soon at the hotspot. Foodland.
The anniversary 2-for-1 shape-up sale at Spa Lady and Spa Fitness is held over. The celebration continues today through Sunday, so you can still get 2 years for the price of 1. That's right. Join now for 1 year and get the 2nd year absolutely free. Get ready to look your best this summer. Join today at Spa Lady and Spa Fitness. But hurry, the 2-for-1 shape-up sale ends Sunday at all locations. Spa Lady and Spa Fitness are now living well.
We've addressed the program about the diets and the balloon in the stomach, but we haven't talked about shopping. People have to learn how to shop properly. If you don't have those things in your refrigerator, then you won't be tempted to binge.
True. And if you don't have good stuff in your refrigerator, you won't be nutritious.
Now, one of my problems with the rice diet is it suggests that you shouldn't have in the house the things that tempt you. But what about the rest of the family? It's fine if you live alone, if you don't have anybody else sharing your abode.
I think that there are different considerations. I think it's one thing to say, I have to lose 40 pounds, but my husband likes to have this junk around the house. It's not fair to him if I don't have it. I would say the reverse. If you have a food problem and an eating problem, it's not fair to you to keep in the house really treacherous kinds of foods.
Oh, I'm not talking about treacherous kinds of foods. I'm talking about Wheaties and Cheerios. I mean, what's wrong with that to have in the house? Because I can't resist it because I'm not supposed to have any sodium whatsoever. And
I don't
therefore
think anybody's in danger of binging out on Wheaties or Cheerios.
Oh, yes, they are. Oh, they most certainly are.
Yes, over here, please.
For the balloon diet, are there any negative effects to that at all? Have there been anyone who has used it?
Okay, first of all, there is no balloon diet. The diet is...
Balloon insert.
Right, the diet is... People cannot exist on balloons. The plastic has no nutritive value whatsoever. The patients are placed on individual diets, which in some individuals may include a liquid protein-sparing fast if they need very severe calorie restriction. It may be a high carbohydrate, low-fat diet. It's basically a calorie-restricted diet of some sort that is nutritionally of benefit to the individual patient.
Yes.
And the balloon is strictly an adjunct for the patient to be able to adhere to that diet while undergoing behavioral modification.
After the balloon is deflated, can you pass it normally?
What we prefer to do is to puncture the balloon and remove it from the mouth. Balloons have deflated spontaneously in the stomach and have passed through the gastrointestinal tract without a problem and have been passed along with the stool.
Yes.
Yes, for Dick Gregory's diet, I see he has fruit there. Do you use other foods also? Do you mix vegetables with it? Or
no, just basically fruits.
Phil, there's something really important that needs to be said here. All of these diets seem to be designed to make you not like food. If you start the rice diet or the formula diet, you start out with absolutely tasteless things. You're not allowed to use any seasonings whatsoever. It just is blech. And sure, it's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? It's like if you decide you're not going to want to have sex anymore, so you choose as your partner a sadomasochist that'll turn you off sex forever.
I think
It's
maybe,
called aversion therapy. Is that so?
Yeah, I think maybe, I might could hear this if you wasn't saying it about rice. I got a problem with 1/4 of the world's people eat rice.
But that's not all they eat.
It's not all you eat on the rice diet.
It's their basic staple. It's not all you eat on the rice diet. That's what
I
you
would like to
said.
point out that the rice diet retrains your appetite. If you got a 6-phase diet, if I were to give most of you today a baked potato with nothing on it, you aren't going to be very interested in it. But if you've been eating nothing but rice and fruit for a few weeks, and then I give you a baked potato, you can taste the deliciousness of that plain, natural potato. What the rice diet does is it gradually introduces you to new food groupings, and you learn to... The reason that I'm able to keep the weight off, I still love food, but I've learned to love healthy food.
Let's do phase 3 here. Let's see what you're talking about. For breakfast, 1/2 grapefruit...
This is simply, it could be that you can choose any fruits or
1/2 grapefruit decaffeinated coffee. Lunch, vegetable soup, 1 ear of corn on the cob, 1 sliced watermelon, and a non-caloric beverage. Dinner, 1 green pepper stuffed with tomato rice mix, counts as 2 items. Does? Applesauce and a non-caloric beverage.
You know what, Phil? You dragged me off the ground by 11 o'clock in the morning on that eating
You mean you don't
scale.
have any energy?
I would have no energy, and I'd have no patience or endurance or tolerance for any kind of
I
stress.
have all the energy in the world.
Well, it gets better. Let's show them phase 5. Boy, here you're really... This is hedonism, this one. You get to have a poached egg, Jane. Come on. Loosen up. You have a slice of toast and a non-caloric beverage. Lunch, baked potato with carrot parsley puree. Fruit cobbler, non-caloric beverage. Dinner, here we go. You're gonna die. Minestrone with pasta and beans. Fresh peach and a non-caloric beverage.
I would also say, what do you do about hunger? I mean,
What's a wonderful question.
I am hungry all the time.
The best thing about the rice diet is that phase 1, rice and fruit, acts like a natural appetite depressant. No pills, no medication. After a few days, even people who come in, you know, have no appetite. You can't even finish your meal. It's a natural appetite depressant. You don't feel hungry, and you have an incredible energy.
Running out of time.
These diets are great for people who are home all day, but with someone that's out in the business world or traveling, where do they get this food?
You can buy fruit anywhere. You can buy, you can get a baked potato and a salad in any restaurant.
And you eat it with the CEO.
Yeah.
You eat it with the CEO of your next appointment, and you'll see how far that gets you.
I think what everybody needs to talk about is discipline. This lady talks like it's an open refrigerator. With Dick Gregory's diet, will teach you discipline, and that's what everybody needs with their diets nowadays.
Yeah, it's true. We are eating.
I have a question for the doctor. How many patients have had the balloon insert, and what is the rate of success?
Okay, there are right now probably about 1,200 people walking around with balloons inserted at this time. And success rate is to be published shortly, but I'm happy to say close to 100%.
Nobody's dead.
Nobody is dead. Nobody.
And well, listen, we'll be back in just a moment.
Essentially, no people have been hospitalized.
Actor Claude Akins for Super Polygrip.
I've known about Super Polygrip for years now. I don't need this script.
Cut. Claude.
Listen, for denture wearers, it's murder when seeds get under your dentures, like this. Ouch! Now, watch Super Polygrip. It helps form a seal between your dentures and gums.
Occlusive seal, Claude.
Helps keep food out, dentures in. Simple.
Anti-slip grip, Claude.
The package says that. Super Polygrip keeps food out, dentures in.
Kaufman's has a fast, easy way to clean your carpets plus your upholstery. It's the Bissell Carpet Machine Plus, and with it, you can clean this, and this, or even this. The Carpet Machine Plus is a steam-type cleaner that shoots a warm cleaning solution. Powerful suction pulls out liquid and dirt so that you can clean carpets like this, or use the upholstery tool like this, or like this. Clean your carpets plus your upholstery anytime you like with a Bissell Carpet Machine Plus. $169.99 at Kaufman's.
The sale that everyone waits for, Pool City's Markdown Mania, a 4-day spectacular this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 4 days of super savings throughout every Pool City store. An 18-foot Newport pool with 14-piece package and solar covers, $7.95. From the patio department, a 5-piece patio set with resin chairs, $135. Look at these Markdown Mania bonuses. An 18-foot solar cover, $39.95. Sun chlorine sticks, 45% off. Don't miss Markdown Mania, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at Pool City.
When the strip mining companies were discharging pollution, whose law firm represented them? Bob Casey's. When a strip mining company skipped town after ripping apart the land in Little Beaver Township, whose law firm covered their tracks? Bob Casey's. When they wanted to mine just 100 feet from McConnell's Mills State Park, whose law firm fought for them? Bob Casey's. Ed Rendell will protect Pennsylvania from polluters and special interests. In other words, from Bob Casey's clients.
Over the years, ice cream makers worked by cranking, worked electrically, but sometimes just didn't work. Yeah. Now there's Donahue May, the ice cream maker that works with no ice, no salt, no electricity, and no endless cranking. Donahue works in just 20 minutes, and best of all, Donahue actually works.
The Donahue ice cream maker is available at Horns.
Edwards Lab. This is the balloon, what do we call this? Not surgery. Balloon...
Implantation.
Balloon insertion. Procedure. 17221 Red Hill Avenue in Irvine, California. The zip is 92714. Sir, briefly.
What role, if any, does exercise play in your diets?
Important role. It's an important role. It's very, very, very important. Not just for losing weight, but to maintain the whole system of the body.
How you like that stuff? Good? You like it?
Yeah. I'd like to know if Mr. Gregory still uses that as a maintenance. Do you still drink that every day? Do you eat it?
I use it as a maintenance. I use it as a nutrition. The young lady just mentioned something earlier about hunger. Hunger is that universal God force way of telling you haven't got enough nutrition. Yeah. And once you put enough nutrition in your body, that hunger will leave. Yes, that's a signal to you.
Yeah. I'd like to know if you've had any cases with the implant of anybody's body rejecting it.
No, material is inert, and it is not implanted into the bloodstream. It's, left free-floating inside the stomach. There's no allergic or tissue reaction whatsoever.
Since this is really the newest wizardry on the medical horizon, let's show this tape one more time, and we'll just continue to gab here. If you didn't see it, this is a tape of the insertion of the balloon. As you can see, the patient is sedated. This is a very heavy patient who obviously is, like not a few other Americans, tried everything else. Emphasis here is on the fact that there is no surgical procedure here. Nobody lays a scalpel to this patient. You should also know that there was one perforated esophagus because the balloon was inserted prior to its entry into the stomach. That would have to be called pilot error. There have been no fatalities. The FDA has approved this, and the doctor's here to say, among other things, that the balloon alone doesn't make it, and you don't leave it there forever. What's max time?
Well, what we're doing is changing the balloon at the end of 4 months at this point. If another balloon is needed at that time, it's reinserted. The balloons are taken out generally after 8-month continuous course of therapy, and we see how the patient has adapted to the behavioral modification.
Jane?
I'd like to know how you can control the use of this device once it's out there, FDA approved, and I understand that the company that makes it is out sending out promotional brochures all over the place, and every doctor around the street corner is going to want to use it on patients that are not morbidly obese. I must emphasize that you developed this, and rightly so, and you're very cautious in the way you've promoted it as something for people who have failed on all other systems.
Here's the fiber optic.
Right.
This is called an invasion of privacy. Here we go down the esophagus to the stomach, where you will find, ta-da, the balloon. Look at that. You wanted to answer that.
Okay, yeah. We are training only physicians who are board-certified therapeutic endoscopists, physicians who are very familiar with endoscopic equipment, and they receive a training course through the company that emphasizes patient selection and the proper follow-up of the patient with behavioral modification and dietary management.
Because it sure is a good way for a doctor and a hospital to make a fast buck.
Yes, it is, Jane.
Automobile is a good thing for somebody to stick up a bank with, so you
I don't know whether it's...
Sure, a lot of people will use it wrongly, but that's not her fault.
No, but I think people should be warned that it is not an innocuous procedure. There have been complications. People have had problems. It's gotten stuck in the wrong place. It's blocked up the passageway between the stomach and the intestines. And
God
it
bless
is
the
not...
one that puts it in the wrong way.
Yeah, hold on a moment. Hold on a moment.
I have a question for Jane.
Yes. Let's see how many folks we can get in here. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I teach food and nutrition to high school students, and I very often try to implement in my curriculum very nutritious recipes.
which are very often rejected. What advice can you give to a person working with young people as to help them to develop values
That's
in,
not a one-liner.
in
Okay, we have
good
very
eating
little
habits?
Yeah.
You take the foods they're already familiar with and just make them a little healthier. Give them pizza, but don't drown it in cheese. Don't put on a very salty tomato sauce. Use perhaps a slice of turkey breast and a little sprinkle of cheese instead. Whatever familiar foods, hamburgers, you can make them with extra lean meat, and you can put lots of lettuce and tomato on, and forget the gooky sauce that's loaded with fat and
I
salt.
want to know how much the balloon cost, and are there clinics?
Okay, the device itself costs $400, but there'll be a physician insertion fee, which will vary from area to area, depending on what the going rate for a similar procedure for gastroscopy is concerned. And the patients are also enrolled in a behavioral modification program.
And you also have to pay a fee to take it out. So you pay for the balloon, you pay for the insertion, and you pay for the extraction.
Well, also, once this is implanted into your body, after 8 months, it's taken out. How long? She said 4 at the beginning of the show, and then she said 8.
I said it could be reimplanted for a sec. If a person has a great deal of weight to lose, obviously they're not going to lose 100 pounds, hopefully, in 4 months. We do not go for very speedy weight loss.
Well, how long does it take for all that weight to be gained back?
Okay, hopefully that's the whole point of the behavior.
The behavior mod is intended to change your eating habits with the balloon so that you stay thin. That's the idea. We'll be back in just a moment.
There's spring savings for you now at Thrift Drug. For the optimum in body, style, and design, these Vidal Sassoon styling products. Your choice, $2.59. Special offer with Bic Shaver 20-pack or Bic Lighter 5-pack. Your choice, $1.99. Halsa shampoo or conditioner 15-ounce or Edge shaving gel 7-ounce size. Your choice, just $1.59. Look for more savings in this ad. Trust Thrift Drug.
Let Wix Furniture's $1 Million Super Sale fill your home with extra value. Save $300 on this contemporary 2-piece sofa sectional, only $599.88. Save $200 on this wood-tone dinette set with upholstered chairs, only $199.88. All Simmons bedding, including Beauty Rest, on sale. Save 30 to 50% on our entire selection. Special purchase twin size, only $69 per piece. Big savings on lamps, only $79.88 each at Wix $1 Million Super Sale.
Wix, surprisingly Wix. Watching the 6 o'clock news is something most people do to find out what's happening each day. But who's in charge of what goes on each action newscast?
I'm trying to set up a newsmaker for 6 o'clock news.
As the minutes and then seconds tick down towards 6 o'clock, this woman pulls together what started as ideas some 8 to 10 hours before. How does she do it and why? Find out in Lynn Cullen's Offbeat Report tonight on the 6 o'clock Channel 4 Action News.
If you're still shopping supermarket weekly specials, hold on to your wallet, because for every price they drop, they raise others to pay for it. Lower one price, raise another. Down, up, save, lose. It's enough to throw even the smartest shopper for a loop. But there's one way to bring the cost of your food bill down without all the ups. No specials, just absolute minimum pricing on everything every day. Shop the new Giant Eagle. It sure beats getting taken for a ride.
Dick Gregory is at 39 South LaSalle Street, Suite 825, Chicago, Illinois. The zip is 60603. Here's a man who lost a lot of money voluntarily by committing himself to the civil rights movement, often at the expense of his own personal engagement. You sure have moved uptown yourself. Don't forget the rice diet is Judy Moscovitz's entry into this attempt to help America slim down and love itself. Jane Brody's book is titled The Good Food Book, Living with the High Carbohydrate Way.
You don't have to say it, just eat it.
With our 350 recipes. Give Dick's stuff a try. Let me give you a little shot.
Oh, sure, but I wouldn't want to live on it.
Well,
I don't mind drinking it. I wouldn't even mind having it as a supplement to my diet. I don't doubt
what are you
that
gonna
it's
do?
that it tastes
I'm gonna eat the book.
They
taste
taste
good?
like bananas and strawberries.
We are almost out of time, friends, yes.
With the balloon insertion, is there a follow-up food diet?
A follow-up food diet? That would be prescribed on an individual basis, depending on the caloric needs of the patient and their energy expenditure.
Over here, please.
But there is not a diet per
I have a
se.
question for the doctor. What was your youngest patient?
18.
18, yeah.
Any medical complications on the balloon insertion?
There's about a 1.6% incidence of ulcers forming, which have been uncomplicated and have been treated with medications.
Yeah.
We had one patient who had a bowel obstruction and did have to have the balloon removed surgically, and as Phil mentioned earlier, one balloon was not properly implanted into the stomach prior to inflation, and there was a tear.
Did I miss chewing? Yes, yes.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Oh, all right, yeah.
What is the cost of entering into your clinic?
How much is the clinic? Dick's clinic?
My clinic.
How much for the...
$1,500 the first week.
Yeah, wow.
I could make a lot of good food with $1,500. That would just help you live healthfully and lose weight.
I think Jane and Judy both mentioned that we really have to give up the obsession with dieting, and as soon as we can accept our...
8 out of 10 women don't get enough calcium in their diets. For many, this is the beginning of a serious condition. Because when you don't give your body enough calcium, it takes it from your bones, little by little. This can lead to osteoporosis. Supplementing a diet low in calcium with Oscal can help reduce the bone loss that can lead to this condition. Do something about calcium deficiency before your body does. Oscal.
Easy ways to weed and feed a lawn have been hard to come by. Until now. With Green Sweep Spray-On Weed and Feed, all you need is a few minutes and a garden hose. In one easy step, you fertilize and make ugly weeds disappear, thanks to the proven weed killer Trimec in Green Sweep. Pick up the Weed and Feed or Green Sweep Lawn Food and have a beautiful lawn the easy way.
Available at these stores in your area.
The Cat VR cat dreams no ordinary dreams. We've had enough, son. How about dinner?
Anything in mind?
Of course. Cat VR, monsieur?
Salmon and crab entree? Oh, rainbow trout entree.
For two. Excellent choice.
Your Cat VR, Thomas.
Cat VR brand gourmet cat food for cats with discriminating taste. Like yours.
Other supermarkets are quick to give you some kind of line to get you in the door. But did you ever notice how you can't get back out again? Once inside, you'll find slow cashiers, sometimes no cashiers, and almost always another line. Not at Shop and Save. We don't make you wait for some hatched-up excuse about what's taking so long, because we're not giving you a line when we say you save money and you save time at Shop and Save.
There's no single cheese like Velveeta, 'cause Velveeta is more than one single cheese. It's one great slice that's especially nice for making grilled cheese with ease. It takes cheddar and Swiss, specially blended just right to make Velveeta slices a creamy delight. Velveeta really knows how to please. They taste so great you can't stand to wait. There's no single cheese like Velveeta.
Slices.
Instead of binging what?
I think people should have sex instead of binge when they have
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Dick, is there any way you can purchase your diet not through mail order, through a supermarket?
Oh, there's 50,000 people with Certainty in America that sells it door by door, so you can get it very easy.
Jane, what is your exercise program?
Yeah, what is it, Jane?
I exercise every morning and every evening, approximately a total of 1 hour a day, and I think exercise is the ultimate answer.
And she bench presses the Sunday edition of the New York Times. I know you join me in thanking all our guests for a very good
service provided and promotional fees paid by the following.
When it comes to thinking of new ways to crash test cars, no one goes farther than Volvo. Volvo, a car you can believe in.
An assortment of long-lasting True Value alkaline batteries will power your flashlights, tape players, calculators, and more. Available from True Value hardware stores.
The Drake offers an exciting weekend in New York at a special price. The only Swiss hotel on Park Avenue. For reservations, call 800-DRAKE-NEW YORK or 212-421-0900.
Thank you very, very much.